Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar. In today's bass guitar lesson, I'm going to show you how to break down Money for Nothing by Dire Straits into two simple sections. If you're a beginner to intermediate bass guitar player, make sure you check out this lesson all the way to the end. Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar, and in today's bass guitar lesson I'm going to show you how to play the legendary song Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. This is all part of our simple song series, so if you want to see more lessons like this and you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the red subscribe button. But first of all, let's give you a taste of what we're going to be covering today. So just before we hit the lesson content today, I want you to know that you can download my own personal chord chart to Money for Nothing, so you can see exactly how I break down this song. This is part of a resource that I call the Bass Vault, which is my own personal collection of over 550 songs that I've written out over the past 15 years. So if you want to grab your free chord chart to Money for Nothing, there is a link in the description below. So the great thing about Money for Nothing, which makes it absolutely perfect for beginner bass players to learn, is there are only two simple chord sequences in the song and two basic grooves that we need to learn. So first of all, let's take a look at the verse section. The verse is also identical to the introduction, which is the legendary guitar line that you've probably heard so many times. So the introduction and verse are based on one 8-bar chord sequence in the key of G minor. First of all, let's take a look at the groove that we're going to use to that. This is very simple and very straightforward and just comprises of one note on beat 1 of the bar and a note on beat 3 of the bar, just like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And all we need to do is just make sure there's a little bit of daylight in between the notes on beats 2 and beats 4, and you'll have that groove down absolutely perfectly. Now let's look at the chord sequence which is running through the verse here. This starts off with 3 bars of G minor like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to a B flat for 2 beats, 1, 2, and then a C for 2 beats, like that. So we end up with this sequence: 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, like that. Then there's bars 5 to 8, which is even simpler than that. It's basically 3 bars of G minor, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 beats of F, 1, 2, and then 2 beats of G minor again, 3, 4, like that. So that is all that we need to know to play the verse. Later in this lesson, I'm going to show you how you can start building that bass line out a little bit by adding some fills and passing notes. But let's hear what that sounds like in context with the backing track. So once you've got the verse down, the next and the last section that you need to learn is the chorus, and this is a 10-bar chord sequence, and we're going to split this into 2 subsections. So let's look at bars 1 to 4 to begin with. So this starts off with 1 bar of E flat, 1 bar of B flat, and then a bar of E flat, and then a bar of F. And then groove-wise, what we're going to put to this is a standard rock groove, which sounds like this: 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So rhythmically, what we are playing there is 3 notes: a note placed on beat 1 of the bar, a note based on beat 2 and, so 1, 2, and 3, and then a note placed on beat 3 of the bar, so 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So get bars 1 to 4 of the chorus down. And now let's look at bars 5 to 10. So what we do here is we go back to 2 bars of G minor. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 2, 2, and 3, 4. Then a bar of C, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then a bar of D, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 bars of E. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the last bar of the E, we add this little build in here, which sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, which takes us back to the verse at the beginning of the song. So let's hear what that sounds like in context with the backing track. So that's how to break Money for Nothing down into 2 simple chord sequences and 2 straightforward grooves. So if you're enjoying this lesson and you want to learn more songs just like Money for Nothing, make sure you jump over to eBassGuitar.com and check out the Bass Lab Plus. The Bass Lab Plus is my private members training program designed especially for beginner to intermediate bass guitar players, where we teach you all the skills step by step that you need to rock out at a jam session, to play in a band, to join the worship team, or simply have a ton of fun playing to your favorite songs at home on YouTube. So if you want to join today, there's a link in the description where you can join free with a 14-day trial. So to wrap up the lesson, I want to show you how you can add some very simple fills and passing notes to the grooves that we've learned earlier in this lesson. We're specifically going to look at the verse section right now, which is in the key of G minor. So the scale I recommend using over that is the G minor pentatonic, which is a G, a B flat, a C, a D, an F, and a G. Fingering wise, it's 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. If you think in terms of intervals, it is root, flattened third, fourth, fifth, and flattened seventh, and the octave. What I want to do first of all is take the flattened seventh, the F, and put it down the octave, so we play it at the first fret on the E string. And what we're going to do is we're going to insert it into the first groove that we learnt on beat 4 and. So we end up with this phrase. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. So that F leads us back to the beat 1 of every bar. So first of all, try that just in isolation, round and round. Then we're going to make it into a 2-bar phrase right now. So we're going to play this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. So what I'm doing is adding in 4 notes on the third beat even of the second bar, and those 4 notes are a G, an F, and then back to the G and a B flat, like that on beat 4 and. So just play those 4 notes round, man, like that. It falls really nicely under the hand. So what I want you to do is make a 2-bar phrase out of this. So we end up with this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2. And just loop it round and round. And that's a really strong, powerful passing note and little fill that you can add in to Money for Nothing. So to wrap up this lesson, what I want to do is show you what that idea sounds like in context, but also some of the ideas that I would naturally play over Money for Nothing. So guys, that's the end of today's bass guitar lesson. If you've enjoyed this lesson, make sure you download my free PDF chord chart from the bass vault so you can see everything we've discussed today written out. There is a link in the description below where you can grab your free copy. Also, if you're looking to push your bass guitar playing forward, make sure you jump over to eBassGuitar.com and check out the Bass Lab Plus. This is a syllabus designed especially for beginner to intermediate bass players, which will teach you all of the most important skills you need. There is a link in the description below where you can grab your free 14-day trial. Cheers, I've been James from eBassGuitar.com and I'll catch you next time.